It's just I met another kindred spirit that we went on this great adventure of two guys who believed in each other when no one else believed in us. Kinison and I were both guitar players, and a part of our friendship in the beginning, because he was 5 years older than me, was to sit around late at night and write songs and share songs that we knew that the other didn't. And we love music. So anytime there's a concert in town in Texas where we were at, in Houston, we'd go to it. You know, and we'd watch these great musicians and learn little tricks, little riffs, and then practice them all week till one of us had it and then we'd show it off to each other. So when we, were paying our dues in LA for that 5-year period of time, it was the early 80s when the rock guys, the rock stars were right down the street playing at the rock clubs, and they weren't blown up yet either. They were just making a name for themselves. So Poison and all these other guys were literally a half a mile down the road. So when we got done with our spots, we'd go over and watch them, and then if they were done before we were allowed on stage, they'd come down and hang out with us at the Comedy Store. So we got to know a lot of these musicians just at the same time they were breaking, then we started breaking. What we decided one night is, after making friends with all these guys, is that we wanted to bring rock and roll into stand-up, because that hadn't been done yet. The explosion happened in the mid-80s, and everywhere you went, you sold out. Even if you've been on TV twice, you sold out. I mean, because it was so new all over the country, all the clubs were new. And then when Sam hit, we traveled for about a year doing colleges and 600, 700 seat places, and he did a Letterman spot that just kind of boosted it up.
Well, we're in for something now, folks. My next guest is making his network television debut tonight, and we believe it's long overdue. He is one of the strangest and most original comedians working today. Brace yourselves. I'm not kidding. Please welcome Sam Kinison.
There's still time to call the church and call all this off. I know a lot of you come here, you watch TV, you wait every night for somebody to come on here and give you an answer for your lives, waiting for someone that'll come and say, hey, this is it. I don't have to settle for defeat anymore. I can rise up out of my routine. I can get a hold of myself. I don't have to lose. I can win. There's something inside me that's not going to let me go down anymore. But I'm not the guy.
That's when we were in the bus playing our guitar on these long trips that you would make. And we said, wouldn't it be great if we put together a bunch of guys that played music too, so we could do a comedy show and have a band moment at the end. So we did Universal Amphitheater in 1989, where we did an all-star band at the end, and my God, that lineup of people on that stage was phenomenal. 3 drummers, every one was real famous, and all the guitar players. And to be able to look at each other as friends while we're playing Rocky Mountain Way, and I'm standing next to the guy who wrote it, who's playing it, looking him in the face. As that was one of my first albums growing up, as a kid, just starting guitar. Him looking, goes, "You're not a bad guitar player." Oh my God! He just said that to me, and then looked down and see Sam standing next to Dweezil Zappa and all these guys. It was a historic moment. It was 6,000 people running toward the stage to be a part of the rock moment at the end of that show. We had Ginger Baker on drums, Tommy Lee on drums, Phil Collins on drums. Wow. I mean, that's just the drummers, man. So to be standing there looking at each other as friends going, look what we created off of an idea on a bus. And that's just a lesson to all of us. What is it you want to do in the business? How do you want to treat people? How do you want people to be affected by your art and your work? Because you're not this 24 hours a day. You're working toward this 23 hours a day and performing once. And that guy continues to grow and change his whole life. So there are no old dudes in comedy. There are no young punks in comedy. There's comics. Who are you? How are you going to be thought of? And then how are you going to be remembered? And what's your legacy in this business? What are you going to leave people with when you walk out of a room? What are you going to leave people at the end of your career?